Let me show you the smallest decent smartphone that I have ever seen, and this is what the box of it actually looks like. Inside the box we get the phone itself in actually decent packaging, and also if you actually dig deeper we even get a free case, which is absolutely cool, a charger cable, and also even a screen protector, a manual, and your SIM ejector pin. And this is what the phone itself actually looks like. You can clearly tell where they have actually taken their inspiration from. And this is what it looks like side by side with a 6.5-inch smartphone, which is probably a normal size these days. So as you can see, it's absolutely tiny, like maybe like 20% of regular smartphones these days. And when we check this side on the front, basically, again, it's so tiny, actually, so cute actually. And this is the size compared to a very small Nokia dumb phone. So as you can see, it's literally even smaller than the smallest Nokia dumb phones. Absolutely insane. Also, if you actually compare to like Ultra Watch, as you can see, it's basically in the thickness, it's pretty much the same. Okay, so, and maybe the screen is obviously a bit larger, but maybe not even 2 times. So absolutely crazy size. The design on this phone is actually really nice, so you can clearly tell where they have actually taken their design inspiration from. So on this side we have the 2 volume buttons. On the bottom here we actually have Type-C port, which is kind of cool on these phones. And on this side also we have a SIM card tray, and we can actually insert 2 SIM cards in this phone, which is kind of cool, and the power button as well. On the front of it we get 3-inch display, so the bezels are actually kind of thick, and also you even have selfie camera on this phone as well. And actually the screen quality on this phone is actually surprisingly good, so I actually didn't expect it to have actually this good screen quality. Okay, so what can this phone actually do since it's actually so small? Well, it can really do pretty much everything what a normal phone can actually do. So on the back we actually get a 5 megapixel camera, we even have a flashlight. Again, this I can actually use dual SIM cards. Also it actually appears we can actually expand the memory on this phone as well. We can obviously make calls on this phone, also send text messages, even we have WhatsApp running on this thing as well, so we can actually make video calls as it actually has selfie camera. Also we can literally go and watch some YouTube videos as well if you want to. We can listen to music, and also we can actually open maps to navigate maybe somewhere. And also you can even play some light games on this phone as well. Probably the best part actually about this phone is actually the price of it. So if you actually go on AliExpress, check the price of it. It's actually insane for what we are getting. So it's actually absolutely crazy that they can stuff all this technology in such a small device. Also on this phone we actually get 4G, which is actually kind of cool. And I will actually leave a link in the description where I actually got mine from. So if you simply go and search for these phones, you can actually purchase something that looks like this, but it can't perform what this phone can do. So this probably is the best performance basically, and also the price is actually really good. So basically it comes in 2 variants, so if you actually pay a bit more we can get even more powerful one. So but I have over here this 2 GB RAM version basically. Again, check the description or comments, I will actually leave exact link where I actually purchased mine from. When it comes to the cameras, this phone actually has got only 1 camera. Those other 2 lenses are basically for looks, so it actually looks better. But this is actually clearly disclosed basically when I actually got my phone, so I already knew that it will be like that. So basically this is what the camera looks like. I will actually leave a sample later. And basically, yeah, you can actually take pictures and also record videos with this thing. So, and actually, yeah, everything works, and yeah, for such a cheap phone, this is actually like decent enough quality, because usually at this price we can even barely like purchase something like Nokia dumb phone, and those have absolutely terrible cameras. So this is like literally like 20 times better than on any like dumb phone. And on this phone we actually get a perfectly usable selfie camera as well, so if you maybe want to make some WhatsApp video calls, this can do that as well. I'm using the camera on this phone actually to record this video, and this is what it looks and sounds like basically. So probably for such a cheap phone it's actually pretty decent. So yeah, basically this is what you can expose. And this is the video quality we can expect to get from this camera. so maybe a bit shaky when I walk. Also, let's check out screen quality. So as you can see, you can easily actually play YouTube videos on this, and as you see, overall display actually looks really nice as well. And actually, when I purchased this phone, I actually had no idea that the display actually will be decent like this. So usually on such a cheap phone, the displays are usually like super terrible, but as you can see, it's actually like really decent. Well, of course, it's not a flagship level, but still actually pretty good. And even the speaker quality on it also actually appears fairly decent. So let's play some music. When it comes to the operating system, so it's basically a stock Android, so there is not much bloat anywhere, so basically, yeah, it looks like any Android phone. So again, we have GPS on over here. We can also make like a hotspot basically from this phone as well, so maybe you need that. Obviously, we can access Play Store and download any apps. Maybe like Facebook app or TikTok app if you want, or Instagram, or whatever really you want. So pretty much like no problems over there. Overall, the performance, I guess for basic tasks is probably okay. So again, if you simply like check some emails, or maybe again simply want to write some WhatsApp messages, or maybe like use calculator, or see some pictures that you have taken, so it performs, I guess, okay. But again, I will actually leave a link where you can actually get like this a bit more powerful version as well. So if I had to purchase it second time, I would probably pay a bit more actually, as basically, yeah, in some tasks it's actually, you can feel it's actually kind of a bit slow. And again, yeah, we actually have to consider the price of it. And also again, we can actually play some light games on it as well. And overall, when it comes to gaming performance, definitely this isn't really a gaming phone, so only some very light games. When it comes to the battery life, this phone actually claims to have 2000 milliamp hour battery, but when actually checking with a third-party software that can actually check the real capacity, it's a bit under 2000, so it's actually really decent. So because on the other phones on the AliExpress, these mini phones, they only get like 1000 milliamp hour battery, so the battery life on them is actually really terrible. But basically, when I checked the battery life on this, for example, I did a test where I basically played a YouTube video over 4G for 1 hour, and basically it consumed 19% of battery. So again, that was with 4G and not Wi-Fi. So maybe with Wi-Fi it will actually consume even less. So yeah, the battery life definitely on such a small guy is actually really good. And this is what the phone actually looks like with the case on. That's included basically in the box. So yeah, and the grip also is actually really decent on this case. So overall, I can actually suggest you this phone. Well, absolutely, yep, this is actually a really cool phone. And really, the size is like so cute actually on this phone, yet still for basic tasks it can do pretty much everything what any big phone basically can do. By the way, also this phone gets like crazy attention basically, so it gets like more like looks than basically like my like almost $1000 flagship phone. So it's actually like crazy how much attention this tiny phone actually grabs when you actually take it out and actually start to use in public. So absolutely great. And also this phone is actually kind of good maybe if you have phone addiction and want to cut down on your screen time. So actually, yeah, this can significantly reduce your screen time as well, because yeah, it's for example watching some videos or online content, yeah, it's obviously nowhere near as enjoyable as on the large screen. So, and yeah, this may be good for that. Again, I will actually leave a link where I actually got mine. And again, you need to be actually very careful when you purchase these phones. Again, so check basically where I have in the comments and description, so I'll link actually to this exact one I actually purchased one, because again there are like many different models of these, and basically the other ones actually do not have like this camera. Basically this has, the other ones also have like very small batteries. So again, this is probably the best out there when it comes to these small phones. By the way, I'm actually really trying to grow this channel. If you could help me out, that'd be so much appreciated. Thank you and good luck everyone.